welcome. Sorry, I'm hearing creepy music. I am Trooper SJP, and this is the Academic Foxhole. I am an affiliated variety streamer, and I do story-intense games. I am a... Hi, Ice Bunny! How are you? It is good to see you. And I'm an RPGer, and a gamer, and a musician, and a nerd, and all of that goodness. And it is good to see you all here on a Saturday. If my voice is a little scratchy, you'll have to forgive me. I was up way too late last night after GMing Cthulhu Confidential on Geekspace TV. I couldn't go to sleep, so I was up way too late, and I've got a little bit of a sore throat, just a little bit of scratchiness in my throat, but it will be fine. Anyway, how are you all doing? We are here to play the end of Hellblade, Senua's Sacrifice. Which is this game about a Celt woman who goes to Helheim to get the soul of her lover back. And she is, yes, it is true. That's what we're going to do. We're going to do the person who, and she has, they consulted, I'm not going to say she has, that's tricky. I will say that they consulted with experts on psychosis in order to make this depiction of this woman. And so, right? We can say that she's a person with psychosis, maybe? Although, culturally and historically, varied how we understand it. Thank you for the compliment, Ice Bunny. It is much appreciated. So we have just defeated this big, huge boss. Like, this big monster boss, without realizing that there was some kind of other attack we probably could have used, I think, that might have made that fight easier. But you know what? It's fine, we did it. We vanquished the big boss, and we are now going to find out what happens next. Thank you, Ice Bunny, and thank you for staying up for it. I know that you being over there in Europe, it is not perhaps... Where are we? Oh no! We have to do this fight again! Oh my gosh. This is not great. This is not great, everybody. Ooh, we have to do this entire fight again. This is not great, everybody. Focus, there we go. No, move. At least I know that that we have this fight. Go. We have to do this fight again, which... I can't believe we have to do this fight again. This is crazy to me. Move, move, move. Ah! Oh, that was bad. I just want to point out that we have to do this entire fight again.
We must find him now. She will die.
Ooh, oops. Move, move.
Breathe in darkness.
Okay, this, ooh, get up. Get up. Get up. Well, that was a much faster fight this time, now that we know we have the charge-up skill. I think. Ooh. So... apparently we did not wait for a save icon. It looked like we were done. We should mention...
think of evil as an unnatural,
right, this...
invisible force.
Like, we stopped after this...
So invoke the gods for protection. But evil can come from the hand behind the gods. A familiar hand.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't a death.
And cruel. He tried to fix her with his rituals.
I can't believe that.
Kept her trapped in that hole. She couldn't say which was worse. The darkness. Or the monster that her father had become.
Yeah,
she couldn't fight them both.
I just want to point out that we'd stopped after this
So she
cutscene.
left, headed for the one ray of light that shone down on her. If she had stayed, she wouldn't have survived. But maybe Dillian would still be alive.
Dillian Seth was not you.
So sorry,
that was not your fault.
She will save his soul. Even if this time she can't save her own.
A lot of sacrificing happening. So, Jer, since you didn't get to see the end of the stream, I will tell you exactly where we
Senua.
ended.
I know you have no reason to trust me anymore.
Shut up. Listen.
But believe this. It was my mission to make you hate. To hate the darkness with a passion so great it would focus your mind on this quest. For without it, I feared you would have let go as slack. All this time, I've wanted to protect you from the truth that would have destroyed you a long time ago. But you have conquered your darkness at every turn. You deserve to see behind the veil of darkness.
Then take me to the mountain to trust him. As deep as we can go.
I won't stand in your way.
She has to trust him.
I know. Shut up,
You
Dad.
will not survive what is in there.
I know.
She did nothing. She doesn't want to tell. She has nothing. She has
Okay, so,
come this far. She wants to go through it.
Jer, this is where we stopped last time. Right here. Because there was a big long cutscene, so you'd think, oh, this is the place to stop. But apparently not. But on the plus side, we finished that fight in one go. Which makes me think,
You're too weak. You've got time to rest now. Close your eyes. Just close your eyes.
that charge attack is really good. Thanks, Esteni. So, we had to redo that entire fight. Esteni, how are you? And
What? The gate. Hannah's gate.
where? Oh. Okay, this.
Mother, I
Oh,
won't let the darkness trick me again. I know you're safe with the gods.
Esteni, how are you? How have you been? Hey, Evie.
I can feel Hela's gaze, searching for secrets inside of me.
secrets that even I can't see.
I'm doing really well, Esteni. I've got a bit of a sore throat.
I'm not here to fight my past. I'm here for Delia.
Okay.
I will fulfill my vow, whatever the cost.
Oh, I'm worried about this. I feel like
It's too dangerous.
we're getting a real boss fight now.
She is rotting.
You know?
She must die.
A little bit worrisome. Anyway, I'm doing really well. I've got...
Hela is powerful. She must.
Well, to be honest, I've been... I woke up with a sore throat
She must speak to her. She must
yesterday,
fight
the day before yesterday.
She must find another way. There is no reason. There has to be another. She can't find. Turn back.
Oh, my pleasure. Wait, did I just miss something? Ooh, did I just miss a sub?
Senua is strong.
Was...
Enough.
Ooh.
Enough. Hela has defeated her.
Oh, hold on a second. Voices, you need to relax a little bit. Voices, relax. The voices are kind of intense at the moment, and that will not do when I am singing the name game song for Esteni. The name game. Come on, everybody. I said, now let's play a game. I bet you I can make a rhyme out of anybody's name. The first letter of the name. I treat it like I wasn't there. And then a B or an F or an M will appear. And then I say bo at a B, then I say the name, then banana, fanner, and foe. And then I say the name again with an F, very plain, then a fee, fi, and a mo. And then I say the name again with an M this time, and there isn't any name that I can't rhyme. Esteni, bo, Esteni, banana, fanner, fo, Esteni, fee, fi, mo, Esteni. Esteni. Woo! Woo! Thank you for the gift sub, EB. It is much appreciated. And welcome in. Use your pipe responsibly, Esteni. Yay! So excited. That is so exciting. I love that. No, it is awesome. Hey, I got to sing the name game, and that is always something that makes me happy. Whenever there's an excuse to sing the name game, I'm going to be a happy person. So, ooh. Also, Ice Bunny? Did Ice Bunny get it as well? Wow! Ice Bunny, bo, Ice Bunny, banana, fanna, fo, Ice Bunny, fee, fi, mo, Mice Bunny, Ice Bunny. Woo! use the pipes responsibly, everybody. No, Ice Bunny smoking is not good for you because that is not a Mice Bunny. Because it's not a pipe. It is not a pipe. This is what we learned from Magritte. It is not a pipe. It is a cool fashion accessory. You know, in Cthulhu Confidential, there was one more prop that you never got to see. So maybe it will show up some other time, this other prop. Anyway, I was just a little, I think I've been I've been sort of like I feel like illness has been lurking for the last 2 days, but I'm ignoring it. Also not going to bed early enough, which is probably not good.
The final battle.
But I am going to, you know, go to bed two different trilbies, right? For 2 different types of gangsters. It was the second trilby was a secret. I was gonna be the surprise. I love that black trilby. It makes me really happy. And I have a pipe. I have a pipe which I didn't get to play.
No one defeats.
I wish these voices would relax a little bit. So we have 2 different directions we can go. That way. Right?
You would get this.
It's an image on a canvas and I'm used to smoke with.
She can see it. The bridge. She can't cross the bridge. It's broken. She has to fix it. It's too dangerous. She's
Okay.
She can't.
So
She's done it before. She can. She'll do it.
voices. So there's this other way to go,
There must be a way. You have to try.
and I want to know what's over there. Because that seems like it could be something interesting. Right? The treachery of images. Ooh, hello. How are you? Tell me something. I know they really are.
The world will come to an end. They call this Ragnarok, the destiny of the gods. First, there will be a
bit of a
terrible
cough.
winter, 3 years long. Then, mankind will turn on itself. Brothers will fight each other to the death, and people will forget what they owe their kindred. Times will be hard. Crimes will be great. It will be an age of axes and swords. The wind will blow through abandoned halls. Wolves will walk where children played. The world will fall into ruin.
Well, that's a pleasant story. I mean, it's actually not a pleasant story. You know. We're going this direction because we think maybe we will find something there. So, the circle is almost complete. We've missed a couple of symbols along the way because that is my life. But wealth. Huh. Winter is coming. Ooh. So I want you all to know that I really enjoyed jamming Cthulhu Confidential, and that was a bit of an experiment for me because I didn't know what I would think about that system. But I really enjoyed it. I wonder how it plays differently. I don't know, everybody. I just feel like I'm getting sort of doom and gloom chanting music in the background. I wonder what it plays like as a group, right? Because Gumshoe was originally a... Yeah, I really enjoy the fall. The fall is my favorite season. Okay. So this is interesting. What am I doing up here? Oh, you know what I think I might be doing? I might be fixing the bridge from this direction? Okay, I see. I think that my job up here is to fix the bridge a little bit, maybe? Although I really think I need to probably be standing here of some sort. Oh, wait. Almost. There we go.
She did it. She did it. She did it.
Yes. I did, everyone. And I don't think I can get... Right? Look at that. By the way, I just need to say this one more time. I still can't believe that after spending so much time on that fight yesterday, we had to redo it, and then I did. Fairly quickly. Like, just for the record, I don't want to fall off this ledge. Let's, I think we're done here. Let's go. Anyway, I spent so long trying to defeat that monster last time around that boss, and then we just beat him in one fight. I miss seasons. I feel like we have hot and humid. Oh, hi! Uh-oh. Sorry, I just was like, oh, we're gonna just sort of go, it'll be fine. Oh, that didn't work out. Ooh, ouch. That hurt. That hurt, everybody.
She's injured. She can still do it.
Yeah, no, I can totally still... Oh, not if that keeps happening. Oh, gosh. I tried to... Oh, ouch. Hey, everybody. We had a really big battle fight, and it was great, and then we had this fight, and it was not great. Just, FYI. We're gonna do that again. We're gonna do that again. Thank you, Cher. So... I don't know if I think we have to go back and do that again. I suspect. I know our arm is looking better. I died in that fight, everyone, and it was not... That was my fault.
The Northmen say the world will come to an end.
It is quite possible. I only tried it once, and I was like, well,
The destiny of the
let's not do that again.
First, there will be a terrible
Let's go back.
3 years long. Then
I also suspect that there's a way to stand up faster than what I've been doing.
brothers will fight each other to the death, and people will forget what they
Oh,
owe their
hey,
kin.
Dema!
Times will be hard. Crime.
We're going to go and fix this thing, and
It will be an age of axes
will be fine.
and swords. The wind will blow through abandoned halls.
The Norse have a
Wolves
really
will walk
intense...
where children
the
played.
ancient Vikings had a really intense religion. That's all. Although I suppose in some ways all religions are pretty intense. I don't know. Alright, we're going to fix this. Gonna fix it. Just... Just a little bit. Because here's the thing. Oh, wait, hold on. There we go.
She did it.
Okay.
She did it.
Now I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna get into this fight. Yeah, I mean, life is hard. Although I suppose you could have like a... Alright, we're gonna get into this fight now and we're not gonna die. I've decided. And I have to remember that these folks are quick. Back up. Back up. Okay, it's cool. It's cool. Oop. Bad timing. That's okay.
Take him down. Take him down.
Nope. Oh, hey! Where did you come from? Get up.
She's hurt. She won't make it.
I'm totally gonna make it. Leave me alone. Oh, hey, it's one of the shield people. They're irritating. Ooh. Okay. Oh, hi! They're just showing up all over my face!
Behind you.
There are a lot of them! There are 3 of them! There are 4 of them! Ah!
Behind you.
Oh my gosh. This is inappropriate? Get up. Get up.
Get up quickly.
Get up. I know.
Still do it. Behind you.
Why are there so many of them?
Behind you. Behind you.
I have a lot of people that are out to get me, and I don't like it. Oh gosh.
Quickly get up. They're coming.
I notice.
It's not over. Behind you. Behind you.
There are a lot of them, and I find this inappropriate. Move! Move! Oh gosh! No, get it, move.
She's injured.
Move! This way, maybe this way, this other way? Some other way? Move! Move! Move!
She's hurt. There's blood.
Move! Oh my gosh. Get up. I just wasted a focus.
It's not over. Quick, behind you.
Oh gosh. Everybody, I need... I need something else.
Behind you!
Move! Oh gosh. Oh my gosh.
Don't let them get behind you. Don't let them surround you.
I am trying not to let them surround me, voices.
Get it! It's nearly over. Finish it.
Oh my gosh.
How will she do it?
Okay. Alright.
What will she do?
So, you know, that was
How's she going to find his angels?
a moment.
Where does that keep us?
You know, they weren't that polite. Sometimes they just...
No. She'll kill her. She cannot bargain with Hela. She's not strong enough. What does Hela?
I feel like they like to surround you
No one can bargain with Hela. What does
and
Hela?
then murder you.
She will give her soul. No. She'd rather die.
Hello, voices. Are you having a conversation about me without me being present? I mean,
That is
I'm
all
right
she has
here.
to give. She has a warrior soul. What more could she give?
This... Well,
Cursed soul.
the PS4 doesn't come with the
She
camera,
is, no matter what she does.
but you can buy a PS4 camera, the PS4i, I think it is. And so, I used sub money to buy this PS4 camera.
She's come this far.
They will still wait their turn to smack you. That is not true. They were all up in my business all at once. I was sad about that.
Soul is valuable. Hela will want her soul. Hela.
It's not that expensive. I think it's like maybe $50, something like that. Maybe it's less. I think it's around like in like $45, $50, something like that.
She
Was
can't see it. The bridge. She can't cross the bridge. It's broken.
no.
She has to fix it.
It's too dangerous.
She's done it before. You have to fight on.
I will.
The final battle.
Get his soul back. It's the final task.
I'm going to fix it. I will fix it. Yeah. So this is the PS4 camera.
This isn't just a broken bridge, is it?
Yeah. No, it wasn't that expensive, and I picked it up.
You showed me how to see further. To see the hidden wonders in our world and explore new paths into the unknown. To lead so that others may follow, or to warn so that they may avoid. That is our gift and our duty. I'm not going to look away in fear anymore.
Okay. We're not going to go towards the bridge at the moment. We are going to go this direction because I feel like that's where we'll find a way to go. It'll be good. Yeah, no, this is the PS4i, which means I actually think this means that I can probably do VR. Right? Because there's a PS4 VR situation going on, which I can probably do? Maybe? Oh, hi. I didn't notice this, bridge upward. Let's do that first. And see if this will take us towards a place where we can... Here we go.
She can do it.
Yes.
She can do it. She can still see the secrets.
Yes. So there's only one or two more bits of this bridge left, and I think we can do it. No problem. No problem. Oh, by the way,
She must see. She has the sight.
I want to tell you all next
She
Thursday
can see the secrets.
I will be streaming, but I will be streaming, as long as everything works out, an after-action report on this game with Sal, who just finished his playthrough on Monday. So we are going to... Oh, yes, I will see you. I will see you soon, Dema. I will see you tonight. You know. You know. Yes. Hello, Crit Witch. How are you? What are you doing? And wait a minute, where am I? I feel like I just missed a turnoff. It got lost in time and space. Which is a Rocky Horror Picture Show reference. Let's see. I think we have to go back down. And Victor says, I want to give Victor a hug so bad. I was like, Victor, let me give you a hug. But you know. Oh, hi.
The Northmen say the gods will fight their last
And
battle
meaning.
at Ragnarok.
Thank you, Jer.
Their watchmen will
Thank
blow
you,
the
Jer.
horn that can be heard through the whole world. And Odin will speak with the severed head of Mimir, which gives him good counsel. The land of the giants will thunder with the sound of their army on the move. The gods will assemble. The dwarves will leave their stones. The frost giants will come from the east. The Midgard serpent will turn up the waves. Eagles will scream and tear at the corpses with their yellow beaks. The ship of the dead will set sail.
Well, Ragnarok doesn't sound fun. Just in case somebody wanted to know. Anyway, so Thursday at 6. I wonder how I'm supposed to get through here. Maybe I'm not. So Thursday at 6, I'm going to do an after-action report with Salix, another streamer and member and awesome person. And
There's an illusion. She's found a way. There's a way. She can see. She must align herself. She can do it. Yes. She aligns herself.
I know that I need to apply myself. I just don't know if I could do it from here. Yeah, the old has to be destroyed to make way for the new. That's super, not great if you're in the old. The Ship of the Dead is this terrifying thing made out of bone and skin. Yeah, that I can imagine. So I think we probably need to be there or over there to align. Let's see. So we can't do it from here. We can't do it from here. This is not going to do it for us. Anyway, so we're going to do an after-action report. We're going to talk about this game at 6 o'clock next Thursday. And then probably after after-action report, I will finally get back to... well, I will start Tooth and Tail, probably. Probably. Is what I'm imagining. Okay, so we've tried this area. Let's see. We're gonna go back across because maybe we missed something. I feel like we didn't, but I want to try just in case. Acerto has a circular understanding of time in compared to the linear of Christianity. There's a game that an RPG that I want to run one of these days. I have not yet done it, but I would like to. Called Unknown Armies. It's one of those RPGs I've been wanting to run forever, but just it's never come together yet for a number of reasons. But it also has a circular sense of time wherein the world is destroyed and then remade over and over again. The only problem with that is, like, that's great in the long view, but it's not great if you're a person in the world that's being destroyed, you know? Because then you're dead. That's all. So that's a little bit less convenient for you as a person who ends up just dying in the destruction of the world. Oh, thank you, Critwitch. It was really fun for me. I had a really good time, and I was really excited to play with Drunkly, who just brought so much to the role. And I really enjoyed... Alright, so we need to... See, I don't think we can get this from this side at all. At all. Can I just say how bummed I am? Oh! I will be back in the new show, that's true. Does have some cyclical things. Oh, that's true, right? The apocalypse is a rebirth. Oh, that's interesting. Critwitch, tell me about you being bummed for EPK being on Monday. This is an important story for me to hear. I want to hear about this for reasons. Because So, I have reasons I want to hear about this story. Critwitch, tell me your thoughts about Monday. Because I have thoughts. I don't have thoughts about Monday. Well, maybe I do have thoughts. Well, I have thoughts about Friday. That's what I want to talk about. And so I wanted to hear your thoughts. I think we need to get to the other side of the bridge. And so I just want to... Okay. So from here... That's the way we came. We're going to have to go back across. I think we can do this. I just don't want us to fall off and die. Ooh, okay. Now, I want to make sure I'm not missing any turn-offs. Not turn-offs like nose hair. RPG Night delays me, and the other streamer's night, and also other streamer's night, need to break this up, I think. So, there's discussion about their Friday shows having lower viewership than, say, their Wednesday shows, and the idea being that maybe Friday's not a great day to stream. EPK was the only one I could stay up late enough to finish, and also the only one I could see at start. Pardon me. So, they noticed that their Friday shows generally have lower viewership than their Wednesday shows. And so there was some sort of thought that maybe Friday... I understand that. That maybe Friday's not the best day for streaming, but I wonder if maybe it would be better if it were earlier on a Friday, like an East Coast time Friday slot, as opposed to a Pacific Friday slot. Yes. Well, I think my sense is, if I recall, and again, you know, I could be wrong on this, that they have long slot. They had up till this point in time long slots on Wednesdays and Fridays, and then short shows during the interims of those seasons. All right, so that doesn't look like. We're gonna try going back up again, but I don't feel like we can get it from here. This is true, Critwitch. That is 100% true. Their D&D show had awful, awful views on Monday. That is true. So I still am not convinced that Fridays is a bad day. And yeah, I still think that Friday is... I threw a view, but honestly never really watched because I missed stuff. Oh, you mean on EPK? Oh, or on the D&D show. I think Exalted had decent numbers, though, so I don't know if it was a Friday thing. Yeah, I think... I'm hoping that... Aloft. I mean, I was there because I was modding. Yes. But 6 p.m. for me being midnight for you, I think is probably better than 6 p.m. for the Pacific Coast, which is then 3 in the morning for you. So look, right here, there's a thing, right? There's an illusion right here. Like, you see it, right? Like, it's right... I wonder if maybe I should be on the bridge and look out? Maybe that's the key. Let's try that. Then I had a chance for a nap. Oh. Yeah, so I think I think something that's a little bit friendlier to the East Coast would be good. Right, this is what I'm thinking. Or maybe it's a trick, and in order to get the illusion to work, we need to be here. There we go. That's it. Okay, see? We had to be on the bridge for that one. Mm-hmm. Got it. We're boss. So I think it will be interesting to see to see what will happen if there were shows that were not just keyed off of Pacific Coast time, but maybe also keyed off of East Coast time, or a bit more EU friendly. And I know that Anna wants something that is more EU friendly. Thank you. Right? This is good teamwork. And so that, I think, will be good.
The Northmen say that at Ragnarok, the gods will face a ship full of their foes, which Loki has steered to Asgard.
Oh, Loki.
It carries the fire giants, the wolf that will eat the sun, and all kinds of dark creatures. Surt will join them with his sword of fire. The cliffs will crash. Trolls will walk the land. Men will tread the road to hell, and the heavens will split open.
Yeah. That sounds like a fun time. You know. So we're gonna go through... Okay. I suppose we're going that way, because I bet we can't open this. Nope. Okay. We're going in here. I like the claustrophobic feeling of this game. I wonder what this Oh, hey all. Hey everybody. I think that my camera's a little bit off-center. Anyway. You all have heard, right, about Telltale Games going under? Right? That's intense. Right? They just... And it's crazy because they were so successful as a game company. Okay. We have opened up that gate, which I hope will be helpful for us later. Yeah. I heard Kale note, Telltale Games, the makers of The Walking Dead and The Last of Us. No, The Walking Dead and The Wolf Among Us and a bunch of games. But have you heard about the bird? Oh, I heard that everybody knows that the bird is the word. That's true. They didn't manage costs. I mean, yeah. We're not going to go in that room yet. We're going to go up here. We're going to go all the way to the top. All the way to the top first. Oh, hey. It's a word.
Say that each god will do battle at Ragnarok.
Thanks, Jer.
Odin will fight the monstrous wolf and be killed, but his son will avenge him and plunge his sword into the heart of the beast. Freyr will face Surt, but he had given his sword away for love, and without it, he cannot defend himself against the flames. Thor will smite the Midgard serpent to no avail. The sun will grow black, the earth will sink into the sea, the stars will disappear, fire and water will meet, steam will shoot up, flames will play against the sky, the heavens and earth and all the world will be burned, all the gods will be dead, and the warriors of Valhalla and the people everywhere. Senua, prepare yourself for Ragnarok. For it is nigh.
I do know a surefire way to get rid of almost any earworm if you want, which... No, let's keep it. Ragnarok is nigh. Bird's a word. Bird's a word. Have you heard about the bird? Well, everybody knows that the bird is the word. Well, this looks bad. Right? Hi! Leave me alone! Oh, hi. Move. This guy's big. Ooh. I know. Get up. Get up. There we go. Back up. Oh, he still moves. Oh no! Why? Why?
End it. No. Nearly the end. It's finished.
Okay. Oh gosh. I think I got this one, maybe.
Finish. Finish.
Back up, back up. Okay. And there are more of them. Okay, okay. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good about this right now.
They're overwhelming. Surrounding her. She's going to lose.
I'm not gonna lose. Shut up. I'm fine. I'm okay. Oh, that new friend wasn't fun. But now I don't even know where I am. Which way did I come in? Well, let's go this way? Maybe? Oh, hi. Okay. I fixed the bridge. The bridge is done. We can go across the bridge now. So, what was... Oh, yeah. We were talking about times. Right, so I think that, I know they want more EU-friendly times because they don't want Ice Bunny to have to stay up all the time to 3 in the morning. But I also think some... Ooh, dishes. I have some dishes to do, but not too many. But I also think some East Coast-friendly times would be good because so many of the shows that all of us watch are East Coast shows, West Coast shows, and then they end for like 1 in the morning for us. And, you know, that's fine. But, again, do you feel like something bad's gonna happen? That's so cute. Sleep is for the weak. What do they say? You can sleep when you die? But I feel like I'm excited for Night Witches. We're talking scheduling. So I'm excited for when we work that out. Crit Witch, sleep is important. Sleep is important. We're going to cross the bridge. Well, that didn't work! You said defend using my sword. I tried it out. I don't believe you. I think you're... Oh, hey. Oh, behind me. I'm trying. Okay. We can do this. We can do this. We're gonna be okay. We're gonna be okay. Evie's wanting to tell me something and I don't know what it is. Evie, tell me what it is. Oh, back up. Back up. Oh, big guy.
Don't give up. Don't
Ooh!
give up.
I did try that one.
She can still do it.
Go! Okay. This is a... Back up, back up.
You're close.
Okay. Back up. Ooh, that's terrible. Move out.
Get up quickly.
Move.
She's hurt. She won't make it.
These people can still fight me. Ooh, back up. Hello. Why? Why? I noticed there's one behind me. I don't like this. Oh my gosh, why is this my life? Alright.
Behind you. Behind you.
Back up. Move. Oh my gosh. Why? Why? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. We're gonna kind of going through a symphony of murder right now. Oh, back up.
Behind you.
Mom would say you picked your own hell knife to deal with this. That's fair.
Finish this. Finish this.
Oh my gosh. There's so many of them. I need... Oh, why? Why? Why?
Behind you.
Come on. Pick up. Pick up. Go. Here we go. This is, not an appropriate fight in any way, and I feel like I'm dying, and it's like badness. Why are there so many of them? Oh, there are no... What is this even my life? I don't even...
Get up quick.
I mean,
It's not over. It's not over.
I don't even know what I'm supposed to do with this.
She finished it.
I mean, there are like 80,000 of them. What am I supposed to do with that? They're like all over the place. How is this in any way an appropriate fight? Like, there are like 80 of them here. Move. Get up. I know. Get up. Get up.
It's not over. It's not over. Behind you.
No. Move. Move. This is not... Oh my gosh. I know I'm not talking as much right now. That's because 18,000 people are trying to kill me, and it's a little bit awkward. You know? I would really like to end it. Is it nearly the end? Or are they never going to end? Why is this my life? I can't even see what's happening. Have I done it?
I can sense her. Where is she going?
No, I'm talking plenty. It's just mostly why, God, why? That is fair. That is fair, Jer. I'm going to drink some water because I feel like that's what we need to do right now.
If she sacrifices herself, she sacrifices us. Wait, stop. We don't want to die. Stop. Turn back.
Our voices don't want us to do this. It's too bad, though. Something about 6 billion demons. I don't know. You a new cast member? Oh, I am not a new cast member of EPK. I did the slicing and dices. I know, the voices in the head need to chill out. They need to go on vacation, sit at a beach chair. I am not. No, it's just that they, because the Aloft, that old Monday show is no longer there, they're moving Eat, Pray, Kill onto Mondays. And I think there's probably a couple of things going on with that. One is that Friday viewerships weren't so great, but also because their neighbors end up having those wild raging parties on Fridays, which can be not great for sound quality. And
What?
What happens when she dies?
What happens to us?
What happens to us?
Ooh, and I also
die
think
too.
it's
Do we die
hard
too?
to...
I don't want
We'll all die someday.
I don't want to die.
And when everyone's gone, even the gods will die.
Yeah, they're moving it to Mondays.
We don't want to die.
I don't want to die.
Senua, stop. Turn back.
Stop. Stop.
Ooh. I hope that I can run some more Cthulhu Confidential for them. I don't know, but either way, I will run more Cthulhu Confidential, either there or on my own channel.
Stop.
One of those places I will do it. Well, I think they are, actually.
I'm sorry. I didn't ask you to be a part of me.
For example,
If you
I'll
don't
be
want
running a
to die
remote
with
show.
me, then leave me alone.
Ooh.
I don't want to die. Please stop. Please stop. Please stop. Please stop. Please stop.
Oh.
Please stop.
So they're going to do more remote shows. I mean,
Please stop. You'll never come back if you go there.
There is nothing to go back to.
oh.
We only have each other now. Don't abandon me.
Everyone suffers. They were right about me.
Listen to me, not them.
Oh.
Afraid. Like children scared of the dark.
So was I.
They made up monsters to fill the void. That doesn't make them real.
They made them real.
No!
Follow the soul.
Oh.
Let go of the Senua of old. For there lies your weakness, and the darkness will find it.
Oh. Oh. I think...
It's not like the old stories, is it? The noble warrior facing evil in search of victory and honor.
That's right, Cher.
Clear dividing lines. No. Oh, this place is not quite like that. It's as if it knows that true torment lies within. Memories you cannot defeat, cannot escape. This is her hell.
Anna explained it as paying for things like those new shows listed on the Seed and Spark and Drunkly, employment, and a board operator. And I think it might, for example, for all I know, it might lower what those weekly goals are. And I think the hope being that with... Oh, look, those are the ones I didn't get to finish. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There were 7 rooms that I didn't get. Will I be okay? Ooh. And hopefully the expanded shows will get more people, which will then hopefully then lower the weekly goals again. Ooh.
Wait.
Mother. Don't be like this.
Whoa.
Turn away, Senua. Turn away, Senua!
Whoa.
Do you see it, Senua? Do you see the darkness? Faces of fear and suffering.
I can see it.
Ooh. Did they burn her mom alive? That's what it looks like.
I remember it clearly now.
She has nothing to fear anymore. The gods have saved your mother. Through my hand.
You killed her.
Your dad's a
This is the
jerk.
will of the gods.
Is it?
Fuck the gods! You did this to her! Why?
This is what happens when you listen to the voices of the underworld.
Wow.
They crawl into your soul and rot you from the inside.
I don't like her dad.
Defy the gods like your mother, and the darkness will come for you too. You understand, son?
I understand that her dad's the worst. The absolute worst. I did really well in that last combat, by the way. I didn't even die once.
I do understand.
You cursed me with your own madness. I was just a child. You created this darkness! You created this darkness so you could hide behind it!
Ooh. Oh,
Only suffering brings salvation. It is the way of the gods.
oh wow, look at her.
It was all a lie.
Whoa.
You are a lie! She didn't defy the gods. She defied you. And so you killed her.
You didn't pray to the gods. You prayed to your mother.
Our dad is a huge
Your mother, who was too
jerk.
weak to fight the darkness and abandoned you.
You tortured her. You killed her. You are the darkness.
Wow. I don't know what we're doing right now. I know, me too, me too, Critwitch. We're going after Hell, apparently. But is this a good idea?
Those rituals, the years of isolation, the pain
No.
that still haunts you. It
No.
was the only way to fight the curse within you.
No. Her dad's the worst.
The darkness is inciting that we destroy you.
You're a liar!
No, Senua. The darkness is here. You can't wish it away. And it will watch as you draw your last dying gasp.
I won't let you kill me!
Okay. I may be surrounded, but I'm gonna be okay. Maybe?
Watch out.
Ooh, Senua, get up. You can do this. This music is amazing. Oh, so many of them. Oh gosh. Move. Get up. Get up.
Watch out.
There are a lot of them, and I'm a little concerned about my life right now. Move. I gotta watch out for those ones there, because they are up in my business. Oh gosh, gang! I'm stuck! I'm stuck! I need to get some focus. And here we go. A little bit of focus, right? Oh, it's one of those. I don't like those ones because they're big. Oh. Why? You know, but less than the last fight, but we still get some of the big ones that are up in my face.
Watch out. Watch out.
I noticed. Well, my voices are still here. That's something. Oh gosh. Oh my gosh. Get up. The glowy sword does seem more powerful.
Watch out.
Oh gosh. Oh. There's just a lot of them. There we go. Okay. Focus. I like that my focus seems to be doing good for me, but I'm done.
I can see through your darkness.
Oh.
You're a liar and a murderer. And if you really are Hela, then I have a sword here that can kill a god.
Oh. Okay. we're gonna go for this fight now?
Run forward. Backwards to one. Past.
We're not gonna really fight her, are we?
You're making a mistake searching for Dillian. The same mistake that killed him in the first place.
Kill the darkness. Yeah. I don't... Senua? Ooh, that's a lot of blood.
I'm trying to save you from yourself. You said that it is a lie. The plague of darkness, the butchering of Dillian by the Northmen. You saw it yourself.
No.
Told everyone I was cursed.
The person who's doing the mocap for Hela is amazing.
I believed you.
Tell me, Senua, where is Dillian's soul if the darkness is alive? How you save him?
Wow.
He's here. I know he's here.
This...
Dillian, I know you're here. Hold on.
Oh, gosh. We've got another one of those. Oh. This is not good. Oh my gosh. This fight is not going as well. Oh, why? We can do this. It's alright. It's fine. Oh. Oh my gosh. There are more of them. Why are there two of you? Why? Why? Here we go. Oh, now it's everybody we fought before. I'm trying to be careful. Oh. Oh my gosh. Boss Gauntlet. Everywhere. Fire. Why? Insert Boss Gauntlet. Everybody. There are two of them. I know, they did this amazing job, and the music is phenomenal. And I want my focus back.
Watch out.
Okay. If you don't kill the darkness, at least maybe you could, like... I don't know. Oh, I just got a save point.
Dillian!
I got a save point, everybody.
Where is he?
It's true,
You're
Middle
trying
Earth
to
never
trick
goes
me
away.
again with your lies. I know he's here. You took him from me. You have him.
Dillian is gone.
No, it's true.
Let him go now. I'm warning you.
Or what? What can you do to me that you haven't already? Fight me. Come on.
Okay.
Behind you.
There are too many. Oh my gosh!
You betrayed your father. You betrayed the gods in search of Dillian, in search of love. Look where that's got you.
It's got me in a super big boss battle.
Let go of redemption. Let go of Dillian.
I'm not letting go of anything.
Don't let your darkness hurt
Oh my gosh. This is... I am surrounded. This is true. Oh gosh, get up. I like a good quick... Oh, I can't see things. Okay, alright. Back up. I am seeing that we're in a bad space. Why? Oh my gosh. Oh. Oh, hey, rude. Oh, come on. Get up.
Go off your battle.
No, not letting go of the battle.
You don't have to fight anymore.
I'm fighting, and you can't stop me. And I'm going to kill a lot of things. And it's going to be intense, and you're all going to be jealous of how amazing I am as I murder all of the things. Whoa, hi. This is going well, sort of. Back up. I mean, it's sort of going well, right? I mean, sort of. Oh my gosh. Oh! No. No, Shadowrun? Also, I'm not gonna die. I'm not gonna die. I just want you to know that I've decided that I'm gonna go and kick all of the butt and kill all of the creatures and win.
Behind you.
Move. There's so many of them! What kind of boss battle am I living through? Do you know what I never do in this game? I never block. I probably should. But I never do.
You're killing yourself.
Back up!
Watch out.
Oh my gosh. I just think I died. Wait, maybe I couldn't win that battle. Maybe I could just fight as long as possible. Or I just lost the game. Maybe, I mean, I was doing well. But there were just so many of them. Senua, are you okay? You don't look okay. Oh. Oh, thank you, Dema. I was doing well, though, right? Oh. Oh, you just took the sword from me. I think it doesn't count. Ooh. I did get to the last platform. I did. I mean, she was right there, up in my face. I mean, like, I think that was the last platform.
If you're alive, and there's no darkness, then you never took him from me, did you?
Oh.
Is that what you want me to believe? After all you've done to me?
Yes, thank you,
To him?
Nightbot.
You're not a liar, but you're a liar.
Hmm.
You crawled into me to confuse me and deceive me. But I know it. I know you have him.
They do a really good job of balancing fighting and cutscenes so that you can rest your hands.
I'll give you my life. That's what you want, isn't it? My soul. Take it. I'll be a slave for you. I'll fight with you at Ragnarok. If you release it.
That sound. Oh, she's so beautiful. Like half burnt, half clay. Or ash.
But if you won't, you will have to kill me. Because I've got nothing left. No fear. No hate. No quest. Nothing. And you will have no power over me.
Oh. Wait, what? Did we save Dillian? Did
I learned the hard way to not be afraid of death, Senua. Because a life without loss is one without love. You turn your back on death, and all you can see is the shadow that it casts. The longer you hide from it, the longer the shadow grows until all you can see is darkness.
Oh.
When our time comes, we must look death in the eye and embrace it as a friend. Only then can we let go of our fear. And emerge from our darkness.
are not gentle that good night, but rage, rage at the dying of the light. It's all about sound design, people.
Never forget what it is like to see the world as a child, Senua. Every autumn leaf is like a work of art. Every rolling cloud a moving picture. Every day a new story. We too emerge from this magic, like a wave from the ocean, only to return to the sea. Do not mourn the waves, the leaves, and the clouds. Even in darkness, the wonder and the beauty of this world never leaves us. It is always there, waiting to be seen again.
This is where my story once began. And so it has to end here. Because I cannot see further than this.
Follow us. We have another story to tell.
My friend, go with her. This now will be your story to witness. Goodbye.
I know it's hard to tell how mixed up.
Do we interpret that as meaning that she did save Dillian? Right? That maybe... I'm sure this is going to be muted, by the way, on VOD, because this is a song, and I'm sure it will be muted, so you won't even hear all the things that all of us are saying. I don't think she had to save him. She saved herself. Yeah. Right. Yeah. She saved herself. In a sense, right? Yeah. Right. Yes. I agree with all three of you. And I think that maybe when we say that she saved herself from her madness, maybe it's she comes to find a way to live with it, right? That... Did I like it? Yeah. I did. I thought it was really good. Also, I wish that these actors could be recognized for their work in, you know, I feel like video games should probably be an Oscar, right? I don't know, I feel like they should be nominated for mocap. I guess my question is that, was the entire story physically real or a sort of dreaming? Yeah, it seems like it's a bit of both. I mean, it could very well have been right. Yes, right. That's the question, Evie. Ice Bunny, you can definitely have a hug because I also need one right now. I'm feeling it's sort of the game leaves me feeling a little small. Do you know what I mean? It feels like the world is large, and I feel quite small in this very large room. Yeah, that burning body might be real. I feel like it exists in the same realm that Viking myth exists. There's something very... Yeah, me too, Ice Bunny. Me too. Don't worry. We play games where you cry, apparently. That's what we do here. It's the Academic Foxhole, where we play games that will make you cry. It's fine. I like this song. It sounds very much like Depeche Mode. But, I do want to find out what it is. I'm a little sad that we're just probably going to get all this will be muted. I am totally glad that you recommended it. It is, Jer, this is totally the kind of game that I should be playing. I like it very much. I'm glad that I played it. I mean, it makes me feel. It makes me feel, and I love games that make me feel. Yeah. Whew. It is a good thing for the heart. Yeah, and it makes, I mean, this makes you think about life and existence and one's place in the universe. And can I tell you all, I really like Dillion. He seems like such a decent human being. I like him, and I'm glad that Senua had Dillion in her life. And I don't know if she is currently alive. If you would like to find out more about psychosis and mental health difficulties, visit hellbladehelp.info. Dillion is the best boyfriend. He is the best boyfriend. Best boyfriend. Not best boy, best boyfriend. And only love for him. Cooper Trooper 84. Yeah, I mean, it is really one of the best games. It is... Oh, I will see you later, Dema. It is really phenomenal. Such a well-done game, and gives you a lot to think about. It gives you a lot to ponder, and there are a lot of ways in which this can be interpreted in multiple spaces. So there's a Hellblade feature, and I wanted to watch it with you all, because I want to see what it is, and I thought that maybe you would want to see what it is as well. So there are spoilers. So we're going...
Stormy seas and lost souls.
I want to find out
dreamt of this before.
more about this. I don't know how long this feature is, but I thought
they say dreams are visions of
we
our
could play this
memories,
together.
thoughts and fears.
We can see what they have to say.
Seen by
Oh,
our inner eye.
4 mental health advisors. It's so beautiful.
What if each one of us is always dreaming, even when awake?
2 more mental health consultants.
And we only see what our inner eye creates for us. Is this what hell is?
Ooh.
A world shaped by Senua's nightmares.
Well, you know, it's
Maybe
a...
that's why people fear seeing the world through our eyes.
We didn't have much left, so I figured we should watch the featurette.
Because if you believe
we can
that
talk about it on
someone's
Thursday.
reality is twisted, you must accept that yours might be too.
Ooh, so intense. Okay, her psychosis. We can learn about this. I'm very excited. I'm very excited to find out about what they're thinking.
Hellblade: Senua's Sacrifice is a video game about Senua, a Celtic warrior on a vision quest into Viking territory. But what sets our hero Senua apart is that she suffers from severe psychotic mental illness.
Okay.
She's getting
Well, this is her when she started, when she
The
was
original idea for Hellblade
much
was
less
to
bloody.
create a classic hero's journey, a journey of suffering, but one where the fantasy world is not another planet or alternate universe, but a world that is constructed in Senua's mind. But to do so would mean putting psychotic mental illness at the center of the experience, a subject that is still considered taboo, and a challenge that was both terrifying and exciting in equal measure. In Hellblade, the starting point was a newly discovered Celtic goddess called Senua in Ashwell, Hertfordshire.
Oh,
when
that's
first
interesting.
discovered, her name was thought to be Senua, a name which I liked and kept. I wondered if Senua might have been a Celtic warrior like Boudica who stood up to the Romans.
Huh.
While the Romans had conquered all of Europe, there was a group of Celts up in the furthest reaches of the Roman Empire that could not be conquered, the Picts. And so the Romans built a wall, called Hadrian's Wall, that spans across Britain from sea to sea to keep the Pictish barbarians at bay.
Always build walls. They work
The
so
Picts
well.
were known for their war paint, painted on with woad, and their matted hair clumped with lime. And so Senua would be a barbarian Pict in this image.
What's your name?
Senua,
I haven't seen you before.
A new goddess. Huh.
I don't leave home much.
Oh, Zeno's daughter.
I have to go.
Wait.
Not all of Europe.
Orkney is off the coast
They
of
never
Scotland
came to
and
us.
was inhabited by the Picts, steeped in history and mystery, and so I made Orkney Senua's home and set the stage for a crisis.
I imagine it could be very stressful.
In the late 8th century, the first Vikings landed on the Orkney Islands. The population of the Picts crashed thereafter, replaced by the Norsemen of the 9th century. Were they wiped out? We don't know for sure, but it would seem likely given the reputation of the Vikings.
They're talking about you, Ice Bunny.
The Northmen's brutality is legendary. High-ranking leaders and chieftains of the tribes they conquered were often offered as sacrifice to their gods. The most brutal of these sacrifices was known as the Blood Eagle. I imagine Senua as a young female warrior who returns home from exile to find her partner, Dillion, brutally sacrificed to a Norse god by these hellish warriors from a faraway land. I imagine the horror of this moment and how it would have dragged her deep into mental torment.
No!
I just want her to be nominated for an Oscar.
I came to learn that the Celts had a sophisticated and nuanced perspective on the nature of mental disorder. One term they used was Gelt. A Gelt is a man or woman who has been driven mad by a curse, battle trauma, or grief. The Gelt would take to a life in the woods in search of penance, punishment, and purgation. And so Senua became a Gelt, cursed by darkness, looking for redemption in the wilds. Another word the Celts used in reference to mental disorders was truth, meaning fool, or
Liar.
one who utters the words of God. They tell of
Oh.
a mad sinner who flees battle into exile and takes on a beastly nature, growing feathers on his body. The character called Truth in Hellblade is based on a little-known person called Findan, an 8th century Irish Celt who was captured and enslaved by the Vikings, but eventually escaped to Orkney where he became a monk.
I will tell you my stories of hell.
They've done a lot of research. I love that.
With you.
Upon meeting Senua, it would be his stories that fuel her quest deep into their world of gods.
The Northmen say the world will come to an end.
I love how much work they did for the mocap here. I'm glad they got an award.
Will disappear. Fire and water will meet. Flames will play against the sky. Heavens and earth and all the world will be burned. All the gods will be dead, and the warriors of Valhalla, people everywhere. Senua, prepare yourself.
They won Best Impact
For
Game,
it is nigh.
I think.
So the stage
Oh,
was
good.
set for a new adventure, a
Good.
journey into the Norse underworld called Hell, a vision quest fueled by madness and myth, a fantasy that was created by Senua's own mind, and one that we would experience through her eyes.
This is your mission. This
That-
is your quest.
That mocap gear must be uncomfortable.
Nothing else left.
To make a game about a warrior with psychotic mental illness as its central theme was fraught with danger.
I can imagine.
Mental illness such as psychosis is still taboo and rarely acknowledged in a century of cinema, never mind the new medium of games. Where it does feature, it often conflates psychosis and psychopathy associated with a lack of empathy. It is unfortunate that these two words sound so similar that they are used interchangeably in media. I must admit that I didn't have to look very far to discover my own ignorance of the subject. So we reached out to Paul Fletcher, psychiatrist and professor of health neuroscience at University of Cambridge.
Psychosis is a descriptive term, and it refers to having a loss of contact with objective reality. So it's characterized by two main sets of symptoms. One of them is hallucinations, where somebody experiences perceptions when there is no actual objective thing out there to perceive.
Who are you?
And the other is delusions, where somebody comes to very often bizarre, unpleasant, frightening beliefs when there's no good evidence in favour of them.
There's no doubt about it. The source of the darkness is in Helheim. And the goddess Hela holds his soul.
Do you think she's dead at the end of the game, or do you think she's
to
alive?
Welcome, a biomedical research charity that spends billions on research and awareness programs aimed at improving health.
Mental health hasn't always been presented in the media in a way that is particularly helpful. It can be challenging to engage people with the subject matter, and there are a lot of preconceived ideas about mental health, and particularly schizophrenia and psychosis. So we hope our support allows the team to continue to collaborate with Paul Fletcher and with those who have experience of psychosis to create a game that provides a fresh perspective on the condition and allows audiences to engage with it in a way that just wouldn't be possible in any other medium.
What started out as a brief consultation convinced me that we were only scratching the surface of an immensely deep and interesting subject that could enrich and change the very nature of the game.
That's cool, thanks so much.
I appreciate that they did their homework, you know what I mean? They didn't just be like, oh, let's just do a thing.
Our understanding of psychosis is still very much a mystery, and ways of treating it are still primitive compared to physical illness. After all, it is easy to see the pain and suffering caused by physical diseases or physical trauma. It is not so easy to see the mental suffering and trauma of severe mental illness. But what if we could find a way to see it? Games are capable of drawing you in for hours on end.
I think she
playing
lived.
the role of a character who is different from you.
Because there's more stories to
experiencing their
tell.
perspective, and actively involving you in a world that functions with a different set of rules.
I think you're right, Drummer Boy. I would be really interested to see what Senua,
If we were
after
to
her
represent Senua's
journey,
psychosis, we would have to simulate
like.
voice hearing, a common attribute. But how can we simulate something we have no first-hand experience of? Professor Charles Fernyhough, a leading expert in voice hearing from Durham University, offered his help.
Hearing voices is an experience that is usually associated with severe mental illness, and crucially we know that hearing voices is a part of ordinary life for many people who don't meet the criteria for mental illness.
Yeah. Oh, that's not him in real life.
We know voices vary according to where they appear in space. Voices can appear far away in the distance, they can appear right there in your ear, they can seem to be coming from inside your head.
Based on the information Professor Fernyhough provided, I put together a sound brief and invited some actors to the studio. We recorded the actors using a binaural microphone, which records the 3D spatial position of sound, replicating the way sound is heard by human ears. It gives you an incredible sense that the person you are listening to is right there beside you.
This must have been...
Rachel Waddingham from
really
the Voice
interesting.
Collective came to our studio with 2 young voice hearers to speak to our team. We talked at length about their experiences, and they listened to our tests, giving us feedback on how we could improve on it.
Wow.
Everyone hates her. She's cursed.
It's very hard to represent what this experience is like, partly because it's such a personal, intense, emotional experience. It's testament to how Ninja Theory have been listening to what the researchers are saying, but also, crucially, listening to the experts' experience.
Binaural microphones have been around for a long time, well before people, the ASMR
of what
trend
these
has happened.
experiences are like.
It's so funny that everyone's talking about ASMR now. I appreciate
Other
that they...
common attributes of psychosis are visions and flashbacks. We met with Recovery College East, who work with and care for people recovering from severe mental disorders.
I appreciate they actually talk to people who are voice hearers.
Gave us their first-hand account of what they experience.
Sometimes when the vision or what we're seeing is too much, we become small until eventually we perhaps don't see anything.
The people we spoke to, the stories they told were
I see you, Cher.
harrowing and mind-boggling. The reality
yeah,
of
it
what
just
people
became this meme and just
was
blew up.
vivid,
All like I
far
was like,
exceeding
what?
I could possibly have imagined. We went away itching to represent some of these visions and flashbacks in the game.
I really everything seems to be becoming closer and bigger all the time. I respect them for actually talking to people who everything is in bits, like a photograph that's torn and put together again. If you move, it's frightening. Oh. Colors seem to be brighter now, almost as if they are luminous. That's so interesting. Sometimes the world appears like a kaleidoscope and it can be beautiful. They clearly have been so thoughtful. When I move quickly, it's a strain on me. Things go too quick for my mind, they get blurred. Oh, these must be... I often see waviness and melting of the walls. It makes me feel nauseous. These must be accounts from people who experience hallucinations. At times there's nothing to hold on to, and I go into a trance. Mine goes a blank and everything gets switched off. Ooh. Thank you for being here with me while we're watching this
to hold
featurette.
With Recovery College East over the course of a year and a half, showing them what we had achieved so far and refining the in-game representations based on their feedback.
Wow.
With their help, flashbacks, visions and changes in perception were woven into the story and gameplay of Senua.
The students that are involved in this project are incredibly excited about being involved. They have described the experience as being important because it values their lived experience and shows that despite what we have been through, all of that experience becomes valid, that actually it's something that we should all be talking about.
That's wonderful.
The experiences described range from beautiful to frightening beyond comprehension. I heard of a girl who has to live with an angry voice screaming at her, slamming on her doors and walls 24 hours a day. I met someone who would often see hanging corpses in a room, so real that she would sometimes try to rescue them. The panic and fear that comes with such visions is entirely understandable, and it can be a living horror for some.
Worthless, weak, pathetic. Go on. Feel sorry for yourself, because there is no one left to do that for you.
I was urged by one fellow that we should not shy away from showing this horror, and so I was perpetually torn in making Hellblade. Had we gone too far with our representations or not far enough?
Yeah.
Broken and lost.
I'm surprised that Team Ninja were the ones who did this game. Dead or Alive and Ninja Gaiden aren't very deep games. Wait, no, this is not Team Ninja. It's Ninja Theory.
In some ways, voice hearing and visions were the low-hanging fruit, so to speak. There's another aspect of psychosis that is much harder to explain, but one that I think video games are uniquely able to represent, which are often called delusions.
People begin to see patterns in the world.
Yeah, no, I think this is a different studio. This is
most people wouldn't
Ninja Theory.
Most of the things that we might think would be coincidence or, you know, not worth commenting on. Nevertheless, that might have a particular salience or importance for them.
One individual described how everyday words, sounds, colours and objects were steeped in meaning to him, forming a strange and sinister puzzle that he was determined to solve but could not quite get to the bottom.
That's right, they did Odyssey Enslaved Journey to the West.
Dysfunction.
I played it on the Xbox.
The system shut down. It's actually an incredibly creative process. The person creates a world populated with voices and phantasms and terrors.
And I loved that game.
They believe in it.
We often invite people into the studio to play the game. In one of our playtests, they played through much of the game, making associations between runes, secret messages, and the threat of darkness that stalked them. There are many things that happen in the world of Hellblade that make perfect sense within the context of Senua's mind. The dark rot that's killing her slowly from within, the secret runes of the gods that block her path to Helheim, and strange associations that exist in the game to confuse you. To complete Senua's quest, you have to internalize and accept the logic and meaning behind these things to progress.
Well, that's very interesting.
Afterwards, they said that they didn't see much evidence of mental illness in the game. People with delusions of all sorts would argue the same thing, that they are not aware of their experience being abnormal in any way.
Oh, that's really interesting. I should play the DMC.
It's important.
Representing perception changes and thinking patterns within Hellblade gives us a set of symptoms common in psychosis. But people with lived experience were keen to emphasize another point, that it is wrong to define a person by their symptoms. Quite often, the illness comes not from the symptoms, but from the stigma, isolation and mistreatment that comes about from the rest of society.
I think they did this part really well in the game.
Say that I'm cursed.
I should probably try Heavenly Sword as well, because I really like this company.
Right.
I needed someone to portray Senua, someone who could believably internalize her suffering. Melina Jurgens, our video editor, had been a stand-in for Senua over a few months while we perfected our motion capture techniques. Without realizing it, she had already auditioned for the role, and I knew her well enough to know that I didn't have to teach her to act, but to relive her own internal pain. As often is the case, those who have suffered mental anguish are never far from us.
Wow. Ooh, how
My
intense.
hope is that by creating a compelling and aspirational character in Senua who feels very much real, albeit in a fantasy setting, we can provide a lens into her reality, a different one to yours, and this is where storytelling comes into play. I imagined her life based on common threads in real people's lives. She was always prone to psychosis as a child. Her mother Galina also heard voices and had visions, so perhaps there was a genetic aspect. Or perhaps it was cultural, as she lived within a world without science, of gods and a superstition, as exemplified by her druid father Zimbal. Psychosis developed in her late teens to early 20s and was exacerbated by stigma and isolation at the hands of the clansmen and her father.
It's spreading.
I think they did a really good job of sort of emphasizing
The trauma
stigma.
of seeing her lover Dillian sacrificed tips her over the edge, making her remodel her reality around a concept that connects everything. The darkness. So the question, is what Senua experiences real? Can only be answered by saying, yes, it is real. It is her reality.
All of her suffering will have been...
That's interesting. Is it real? Yes, it is her reality. That's interesting.
It's just a matter of time.
That is interesting.
Towards the end of the project, service users and professionals that had collaborated with us were invited to see the near-final game. It was a chance to see if the game had reflected their views or if it had misrepresented them.
I love that they did that.
Being involved in especially developing Senua's character has been really important, and being able to bring in my perspective and what I see and what I hear, and having that built into the game has been a real privilege. It's gritty and it's meaty, and there are some tough subjects in there that are being tackled with honesty.
I do appreciate that they talked to people, right? That they didn't just say, oh, let's make a game about mental illness, and then just did whatever they were doing and didn't actually do any research. But that they...
I was blown away by it today, absolutely blown away.
Talk to
people.
people.
It was just fantastic to get the opportunity to use our lived experience in a very creative way. There's nothing tokenistic about the work we've put in. It feels like we've been listened to, things have been taken on board, and I think there was a lot of realism in the game itself, and it feels very authentic.
Right, like I think that, and not only did they just talk to them in the beginning, but they talked to them throughout the whole process, and at the very end they're like, hey, here's what it looks like.
Give people a good experience of what it's like to hear voices and have those experiences. I'm glad that the guys at Ninja Theory kind of asked us to come along and help them build an experience that's positive when it comes out, and get myself a copy and have a go.
And that they, at the end they were like, hey, did we represent you? Did we represent you right? Are we doing this right? So that they could, like that amount of...
I think all the way through, I was really inspired by how the conversations have translated into the game. in a way that I think I didn't imagine was possible. So wonderful, really wonderful.
I wonder if there are more blog posts about this. I should probably read that before the after action report. But I feel like that's the thing to do, that you have to listen and check
I
in
really
to make
hope
sure.
that others will follow the lead they've set and use the power of something like a video game to change people's perceptions, to increase understanding, and ultimately to make some of the stigma around voice hearing and other experiences go away.
Right? That's so interesting. So here's this game.
For me, it was really exciting to see something that I explore scientifically being represented so beautifully.
Oh, wow.
In
That's
a
cool, Drummer Boy.
character who's trying to penetrate the mysteries of the environment in which they've been placed, with all of this strange uncertainty and noise and conflicting information that they're getting. I'm very excited by this way of trying to represent mental illness, because I think it actually might be offering us insights that we wouldn't get from
I'm with you, Critwitch.
pure scientific explorations, and actually giving us quite an empathic view of what it might be like.
And I think this is the thing, right? I think that empathy is so important.
Mental illness has been with us for as long as we have been on this planet. But why? Why hasn't evolution stamped out this weakness from within our gene pool? I often pondered this question until I realized that the question had an inbuilt flaw. It assumes that being and thinking differently is a weakness. The only reason we have computers, spacecraft, medicine, poetry, art, and yes, even video games is because individuals are able to simulate new abstract realities in their minds and share them with the rest of us. We need people to be willing to see differently in order for us to progress and survive as society. And we need to be open to these new ways of seeing. And it is this spirit that motivated me to create Senua's story and share it with you.
Oh. Yeah, I think that empathy is so important in this whole process, right? That so often we don't empathize with people who are different, and then it becomes easy to separate ourselves from them and then mistreat them. If you want more information, hellbladehelp.info. And I think that being able to have empathy, be empathetic, and care about others who are different is right. Like, this is what we need to do in our life. Oh. So this was a short stream today, but I want to thank you all for being here with me to I would not characterize my mental illness as valuable or different, equal mode of thinking. You might not, but I know people who do see their mental illnesses that way. There are people who see their mental illnesses as something positive and valid and equal, and something they would not like stigmatized. Now, not everyone is going to feel that way. Some people will find their mental illnesses terrible and horrible and awful and bad. But there are some people who don't feel that way. And there are people, for example, in the deaf community who don't feel like there's anything wrong with being deaf. And they think that being deaf is something positive, and there's a deaf culture that is something that they don't want removed. So different people feel differently, right? Some people, not everyone is in the same space. Right? There are multiple points of view, and I think that listening to the different points of view are good and valuable and important, and recognizing the diversity of opinions on the matter, right? Some are fighting for recognition of neurodiversity, some are not. Some think that that is not the way to go. I think understanding and trying to remove the stigma is something different than the impact a mental illness has on the individual and the got cut off. Oh, they get forced to get cochlear implants and into the world of hearing. Yeah, so like I know that there's been like protest against cochlear implants as being something that is robbing them of their culture. Some people feel that way, some people don't. Yeah, and like this comes up in many different spaces, I would say, right? There are a lot of different viewpoints on the matter, and I just think it's important to listen to all the different viewpoints. has on the individual and the community. Thank you, Critwitch. And I don't have an answer, because how can I, right? How can I have an answer to this? I just think it's important to listen when somebody says, I think my mental illness is a terrible, horrible thing, and right, it's bad. And when I hear someone say, actually, no, my mental illness is not bad. And I mean, I just think about this, yeah, right, I don't think there is an answer, like, not at all. There are answers, but there isn't an answer. I agree, Evie. And I think about this also when it comes to sort of being trans, that for a long time trans was considered a mental illness and something bad, right? Something negative, something stigmatizing, and, you know, it was something of suffering. And I don't think, personally, I don't think that being trans is anything bad. And I wouldn't not be trans if I had a choice. Do you know what I mean? Like, I just am trans. It is who I am. And sure, gender dysphoria is not the best thing ever, but worse is people treating you like there's something wrong with you. Like, there's nothing wrong with me. There's nothing wrong with me. That's what I would say. And I do know that there are people who do feel that way, and that is their lived experience, and that is their reality. But for me, I think that I have had, I feel in some ways lucky to be able to have had the experiences that I have and have the insights that I have that non-trans people cannot have, because they've not gone through the experiences I have. And I think there's some really amazing insights that I have been able to come upon when it comes to how people treat people of different genders, because I've lived as different genders. So, right, yeah. Isn't that most that some want you to feel wrong? I mean, some people want you to feel ashamed, and I like, basically, I'm not going to feel ashamed about who I am, but, and to think, right, and also, I mean, there's a lot of things where issues of stigma, suffering, norms are all bound up, and how do we think about this? Well, I will tell you what, this is the thing we're going to have to talk about in the After Action Report, which will be on Thursday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It will be me and Salixon together talking about this game in more detail. We'll probably do it, you know, for like an hour or so. We'll see how long the conversation goes. And then I'll switch over to some other game on the Mac, probably Tooth and Tail. But here's what we're going to have to work out. I've got to figure out what I'm going to play next on the PS4. What is my next PS4 game? We should probably talk about this on the Discord. I have a Discord. You should join it if you haven't, and we can talk about what game I should play next. What do I have? I'll tell you what I have. I'll tell you here, and you can think about it. I'll also put it on Discord. I've got the Uncharted collection. I've got Thief. Thank you for that, Jer. I've got Watch Dogs Until Dawn. I've got Yakuza 0. I've got Witcher 3, but I don't want to play that until after I play Witcher 2. I've got Shadows of Mordor, Metal Gear Solid 5, but I don't want to play that until after I play some other Metal Gears. I've got Mass Effect Andromeda, Lords of the Fallen, Horizon Zero Dawn, that could be a thing. I've got Fallout 4, but I have to play New Vegas first. Diablo 3, Alien Isolation, Assassin's Creed Unity, but I can't play that till I finish other Assassin's Creed games. I've got Hitman, the complete first season, but I want to play the other Hitman first. So yeah, I will, and then of course, online things. Oh, Horizon Zero Dawn? Ooh. I'll tell you what I have, what I really have. I have a Zigga Zigga Ah. There's a VR version of this game, that would be amazing. So, maybe Horizon Zero Dawn. I want to play Nier Automata, which I've been told that I really need to play Nier, but I also feel like I need to play the other Nier first. I have the other Nier for my 360, and I feel like I should play that before I play the other Nier, but maybe I don't have to. I imagine it would be amazing. Oh. Huh. Alright, gang. I gotta go. I think I should leave you all. We've been hanging out. So, I'm gonna leave a little bit early. I'm gonna go get some food. I want to thank you all for being here. You can find me, the links went up. You can find me at TrooperSJP on Twitch. Give me a follow if you like. When we get 500 follows, I will do a stream in Pig Latin. Oh, nice. Okay. I should look out for the new God of War. Oh, I should look at that too. That's a good idea. And then, what else should I do? I feel like I should play Uncharted. We'll see what's up. I will see you tonight, Jer. And what else? Oh yeah, so you can follow if you like. You can find us on Discord. Follow me on Twitter. And you can join me next Thursday for the After Action Report on Hellblade, where we'll all just talk about this together. Be there, and we'll chat with you, listen to you, talk to you back, and it'll be a good time. And then on Saturday, we'll play a new game, but I'll talk about it on Discord. Okay, everybody. Take care. Everybody. Thank you for being here, and thank you for going through this experience with me. Ciao, everybody, and I will catch you on the flip side. Ciao.